All right, we are going to learn two more.
It's okay, Clark. No. Mistakes are what make us human.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
my dad
You sound so wise.
is only
Okay.
human enough.
Did you both get those like in your third hour or what? You're drinking the same thing?
I don't need to be bluey to solve this.
No?
mystery.
You just both have.
Okay. Like that.
Okay, we're gonna learn two more shortcuts before. We're gonna learn two more shortcuts for proving triangles congruent. So we're on page 150. We're on page 150. Okay. So the first one is angle, side, angle congruence. So we have two angles, two pairs of angles that are congruent, and the included side is congruent. So I would like you to draw this with me. Okay, are these two triangles congruent? The answer is yes. What can we mark?
Middle one.
Okay, we can use the reflexive property right there, right? And these two triangles are now congruent by angle, side, angle. Notice how we have angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. Okay, how about this picture? What do you think about these two triangles? Okay, we do have the reflexive property. Okay, that gives me a side. What else? Alternate what? Oh, thank you. So here we have parallel line, transversal parallel line. So I know that these two are congruent. Here we have parallel line, transversal parallel line. Do you see it? Do you see it? And so these two are congruent. Ah, so we have two. Are you mocking me?
Guys, stop mocking me.
That was totally you, Sam. Good try though. Okay, so we have two pairs of angles that are congruent. And is the side in between them? So we have angle, side, angle.
I understand.
Did you just mic drop that? Okay, now we also have angle, side, where we have two pairs of congruent angles and a pair of congruent sides that is not in between. Okay, so we can have angle, side angle, or we can have angle, side. Both of them are going to work. That is not the case when we have two sides and one angle congruent. But when we have two angles and one side congruent, it can be in between or it doesn't have to be. But we do need to recognize if it's in between, we need to write the S in between the two A's. If our side is not in between our two angles, then we need to write it as angle, side. So I want you to draw this picture. Are these two triangles congruent? What can we mark? We can mark vertical angles. And now notice how we have two pairs of congruent angles and a pair of congruent sides. But notice how the side is not in between the two angles. So we have to write angle, side. I'm looking at your, I ran for Tran. I like that.
One's vote with all Sam presidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Lame. What is yours, Alexa?
Alexa Impressive.
It's pretty great. Go ahead and draw this picture.
What's at the Google Maps?
Oh, okay. Well, are they two congruent triangles?
Yes.
But I only see two sets of angles. Ah, we can mark this guy reflexive. So we have angle, side congruent. All right, we are going to jump 2 pages ahead. Yeah. Oh, I was. There are 5. Okay. All right. So let's look at this proof, number 7. We know that AC bisects. AC bisects angle DAB and angle DCB. Ben, what does it mean to bisect?
Like it splits it into 2 congruent parts.
Ooh, that was an excellent definition. It splits it into 2 congruent parts. Now, the only time I'm going to use the reason definition of bisector is when there's actually a bisector. Okay. So if there's the word bisects in your given, you can use the reason definition of bisector. Okay, if it doesn't say bisects, you're probably not going to use the word bisector in your reasons. Okay. Okay. So let's struggled with that. All right. So, not just for AC bisects angle DAB. What does that mean?
That BC and CD are good, or DA and AB.
So if we're bisecting an angle, then it has nothing to do with the sides. If we're bisecting an angle, then we're going to have 2 congruent angles. So if AC is bisecting D,
Then their angles would
A,
be congruent.
B, okay, let's talk about, hold on. Let's talk about which angles. Okay, you said DAC.
DAC and CAB because they're like.
Okay, so DAC and angle BAC, because our definition of bisector or definition of bisects. Okay. Now, it also says that AC bisects DCB. So what 2 angles do we have congruent here? Good. DCA is congruent to BCA. Okay, I now have 2 pairs of angles that are congruent. Do we have enough information yet? No, because we have an angle and we have an angle. Okay, what'd you say, Alexa? And what's our reason? Hey, hey, hey. Okay, now, do we have enough information to say that these 2 triangles are congruent? What is our reason? Angle, side angle. Make sure you get that side in between. I know that in our proof, we talked about the 2 angles before the side. However, if you look at our picture, the side is in between our 2 angles, so the S needs to be in between the 2 A's. Maybe next Friday?
I'm pretty sure.
Next Friday.
I looked at.
Like a quiz or a test?
Test.
But we have a quiz like that. Send it on the site. I'm not complete.
Sometime next week, we have an assessment. Okay, what I'd like you to do is turn to page 6 in your folder. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some time to determine whether we have congruent triangles or not, okay? So you and your elbow partner, you and your table, whatever you need to do, okay? So like number 1, are these two triangles congruent? By what? So you're gonna tell me that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle NPY by angle sine angle. Okay. Sound good? Don't want it quiet in here. Let's go. Okay, number 2 is congruent by what? Side.
Side angles.
Okay. Okay, because we have this reflexive property right here, right? Okay, number 3. Side. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. All right, what about this guy?
Side angles.
Oh, side angle.
Nora, are you giving me some sass? Yes. Okay, I'm not gonna write the congruency statements just to save time. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, 5.
Side.
Wait, what? Those are supposed to be
not
triangles.
cross.
So
We
the
got
bottom 2
side.
angles are.
This one was
Isn't
the
this the one we
conjugate.
demonstrated?
So then we
Yeah.
say angle equals side.
This is the one we demonstrated.
Do I need to get my tweezers back out for you?
Yes. Yes, please.
Let me get one.
Just throw a bit.
We're gonna get that.
Okay, these are all 4 of the same length. Do you agree?
Yes.
I can make this triangle and I can make this triangle. Are those congruent?
Yes.
No.
Well, you said they're
No.
all for
Yeah,
the
you're
same
right.
length, and then you changed the
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4 are the same length. Just like in that picture.
Oh, so you don't know if the bottom angle.
Because these are congruent, yes. These are congruent, yes, but we don't know if they're the same. They look like it, but we have no way to prove. Okay?
So even though that those are good, you can't use angle side.
Maybe.
No, because we don't know if Y and B are congruent. We don't know if C and C are congruent. Yeah. What about 6? No ASS in math class.
Yeah, Ben.
Okay, what about 7?
Angle.
Side.
Side angle side.
Okay,
Side angle side.
Oh.
what about 8? Okay, now this guy,
Oh, this one.
I knew how to do this one.
Oh, angle.
look,
Angle side angle.
angle,
Hey,
side,
ASS.
angle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on.
Come on, guys. Rock it.
Okay, what about this guy?
Side angle side.
I got ESA.
Yeah, just the ASS.
This is pretty much the same thing we did in our warm-up, right?
Yeah, it's just hard to see that those are parallel.
Yeah,
Okay.
they look like little tick marks.
Okay. In number 11, these two are parallel lines, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So perfect.
so with our transversal, we have corresponding angles.
Whoa, What? Wait.
Here's
No,
parallel
no,
lines
no,
in a
no, no.
transversal. right?
Oh.
So are these congruent?
Wait.
Mind blowing.
That's so cool.
I wanna become.
12. We only have information about angles. We have no information about sides.
We're lucky today.
Because we have angles. We have no information about sides. Man. Okay. All right, what about this guy?
You should change that.
Side angle side.
Side angle side.
Really?
Side.
Here we have side, angle, side. Here we have side, side, angle. They're not in the right order, people.
Oh my gosh.
They're not in the same order on the triangles. Okay. This guy, though, is SAS. And this guy okay, your homework is the worksheet that is on page 7 and 8.
Jinx, you owe me 100%. On my contract.